All right, Outer Banks This Week podcast special edition we've got this week. And sitting across from me here at the studio in Manio is Mr. Tommy Hine. He is the marketing manager for the Sanderling Resort up in Duck. Mr. Tommy, how the heck are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm just living the dream. I'm telling you, it's sunny out, a little cool, but you know what? It's February, too.
Yeah,
so
I'm ready for the summertime.
Son, you're speaking my language right now. But, Mr. Tommy, we're here to talk today about the Sanderling Resort up in Duck. Now, do me a favor, for those people that may not know about the Sanderling, and I mean, I've been there a handful of times over the last, I'm 41, but I'd say within the last 30 years, I've been there a good handful of times. But tell me about the Sanderling and all that is there at the resort.
Yeah. So the Sanderling Resort is actually an Outer Banks icon. We've been up in Duck for 40 years. Started out as almost like a hunter's haven, I would say. We were deeply rooted in waterfowl history. And the originator of the Sanderling Resort, his name was Earl Slick, and he actually developed the Sanderling Resort and preserved land not too north of the resort, specifically for nature. So what we are now is a luxury full-service resort on the Outer Banks. We're the only one in the area. We have 123 guest rooms, 6 residences, 7 event spaces, and a full-service spa. In the summertime, we have 4 dining outlets. One of them, the life-saving station, is open year-round.
Okay. Yeah. See, I've always thought to myself, like, the Sanderling should be its own little, like, town in a way, its own little, it's its own little community. You know what I mean? It should be like when you're heading north up that direction, when you come up, heading north on 12, it's like Southern Shores, Duck, the Sanderling, Kerala. Like, that's how it should be mapped out in a lot of ways, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like the sound of that for sure.
Well, we can maybe make a couple of phone calls, get some legislation rewritten if we need to, but we'll see, talk to the people at, the geography department at the state, but we digress. Let's back up a little bit. So you talk about like the different, you got spa, like, is it like massage, like they put the hot stones on you and stuff like that? Talk to me a little bit about some of those types of amenities.
Yeah, sure thing. So at our spa, we actually have 10 treatment rooms.
Okay.
We're the largest spa in this area of the state by square footage.
Wow.
So we offer salon services as well, but some of our body treatments do include, the hot stones, deep tissue, etc.
Okay, that's awesome. So people can like book those things. Like, you don't have to necessarily, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't necessarily have to like be staying at a room to have those services, do you? You can book those as something that you want to do without having to be staying at the Sanderling, correct?
Oh, 1,000% sure thing. And then we also offer a locals discount on those services as well.
What?
Yeah.
Locals discount?
Yeah, sure.
On those types of services?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's almost unheard of. So that kind of rolls us into what we're going to be talking about today. You've got some things coming up over the next few weeks, some different events. You've got some different things that people can take advantage of. Let's talk about some of those. Bisque and bingo. Is that like lobster bisque?
Oh, yeah, it's actually lobster bisque is one of the options, but it is an unlimited bisque bar and bingo bites. That, patrons come in, they'll pay the $45 plus tax and gratuity, and they'll play bingo for 2 hours.
That's this coming Friday,
the
27th. So we don't have a lot of time to waste for that one.
Nope. 5:30 to 7:30. You can reserve on Open Table.
Okay. Very cool. Who doesn't love playing bingo? And to eat some bisque at the same time?
Yeah, we had a lot of success with our first iteration of it, and anywhere from a spa certificate to winning a 2-night stay.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, those are some good prizes, some good incentives to want to go out and play. Now, I like bingo. Don't get it twisted, but man, I'm really looking at your Wednesday nights. Prime Rib Night going on through the March 25th.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. Prime rib. I'm all about it.
Oh,
show me the beef.
Our executive chef, Sherman Harris, he definitely ate with that menu. Prime rib with truffled whipped potatoes and cream spinach. I ate mine in 8 minutes.
8 minutes. So we've got a little bit of a challenge here, it sounds like. Can we do it in 8 minutes safely without choking? Yeah. It's like one of those man versus food challenges. I know that's not what you're going for, so I don't want people to get it twisted. Yeah. But, that's a heck of a deal. One heck of a deal, and you can get wine added on to it. That's awesome. So talk to me a little bit about rest and reset. I feel like, rest and reset. Like just saying that with like a nice soft exhale to kind of catch my breath. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, our rest and reset offer really is just one of the many options that we have for our guests to enhance their stay. So they book this stay with us in the off season, and they get a subscription to Better Sleep, which is an app that kind of has some sounds to it to help people get better sleep.
Okay. And that's, sounds like something I need.
Yeah.
It seriously
a lot of people do.
Dude, it is like running like crazy for me these days. It's definitely something that I would consider taking advantage of. Now, we got some different things that are coming up in the month of March. Some of the Ducks Cottage. What's going on up there?
So with the Sanderling Resort, it's really important that we really integrate with the local community. So some of that really includes bringing some local shops up to the resort and, partnering with local businesses in the area. So one thing that we're doing, we're partnering with Ducks Cottage, which is, of course, a bookstore and a coffee shop up in Duck. And we are rolling out our novel supper. Our first one is March 19th. It'll be April 13th and May 21st at the Life Saving Station. So our first one coming up on March 19th is a menu based on a book called Lessons in Chemistry.
Lessons in Chemistry.
Yes. So I guess the idea really is that diners can go to Ducks Cottage and purchase it for 20% off. Or if they've already read it, they can just come to the dinner prepared to discuss it and eat a menu based off of the book.
Okay. So, and you're going to do a few of those. You're going to got another one, like you said, coming up April 13th, and then May 22nd, or 21st, May 21st. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got my numbers mixed up. Then take a little break and we'll pick that back up again in October. So we got a couple of those coming up that people can take advantage of.
Yeah. That sort of programming really is geared towards our locals.
Okay.
Of course. So obviously with the busy summer season, the resort's not the only one busy on the Outer Banks. So yeah, we'll definitely pick it up as long as it's successful, which I do believe it will be. But yeah, we'll plan to start that up again once the summer season dies down.
And you just made me think of a question that I'm going to ask you here in just a few moments, but we'll get to that in just a little bit, because there was back in like December, I noticed that there were different things that y'all were doing that were giving back to different community groups, if that makes it. Like Dare Education Foundation was one of them. And that one's very personal for me. I was a board member of the Dare Education Foundation, and then I moved on to something else, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So what feather and form, is that like duck, like feathers, like shooting ducks? Like what is that?
Yeah. Well, we won't be shooting any ducks,
no.
Fortunately, depending on what you're thinking. But really our feather and form weekend coming up on March 20th to the 22nd really was a way for us to celebrate the Outer Banks heritage. Like I mentioned earlier, we are deeply rooted in the waterfowling history of the Northern Outer Banks. The Northern Outer Banks is Currituck's slogan, but we actually are located in Dare. It's really a way for us to celebrate not only the resort, but our local areas surrounding it. It's one of the first times that we've offered an all-inclusive weekend package for our guests. So they'll come in on Friday. We'll have an oyster party. All drinks and meals are included throughout the weekend. Saturday, we'll have a breakfast, and then we're going to head up to various landmarks in Corolla.
Okay.
The Whalehead Club, Pine Island, etc.
Beautiful places.
Yeah. And really a way for us to showcase the immense history on the Outer Banks and in our area. There's going to be a lot going on. We're going to have a wild game dinner prepared by Chef Dean Neff.
Okay.
Yes, which is very super exciting to kind of get him in the area for that. Yeah, so it's March 20th to the 22nd. We have a locals option where they can purchase, if they don't want to stay with us, they can purchase tickets to get access to the meals and the events on Eventbrite.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. So Eventbrite's where we can get access to some of this. I was going to ask you where we could find all the information here in just a few moments about all these places, so that way I can link them in the description of the podcast for people to get more information, to book, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
And let's think, you got to think about it like this. The name of the town is Duck. Duck hunting was the foundation. What is Currituck, which I know we're not in Currituck County, but are you familiar with Carrituck? Do you know what that means by chance?
No.
Land of the wild goose. Okay. Ducks, geese, a lot of those things kind of go hand in hand with each other. So, to be called Duck, North Carolina, it's probably something to it with the heritage of the fact that a lot of waterfowl frequented that area. Yeah. So, to have something that it's called Feather and Form to talk about the heritage of the area, it only makes sense.
Of course.
It only makes sense. So we got some things coming up. I was looking at this. So a leisurely spring. So what do we got going on? Something you can book by April 15th. What is that? Talk to me about that. There's something you can do there.
Yeah. So it's just as similar to our rest and reset package. It's just another offer that we have for our guests who might be looking to book a spring break or just a quick escape before the summer time starts. So what we're offering is a $150 resort credit. Staying 3+ nights, you'll get an additional $100 resort credit extra per night. And that resort credit can be spent on spa services, food and beverage, activities at the resort.
Okay. See, look, all these different types of things you can take advantage of. I was looking, I want to come back to the question I was about to ask. Yeah. The question being, you all have become notorious for giving back and pouring back into different community foundations and funds. You get what I'm saying? Like I was saying a moment ago about the Dare Education Foundation. What are some others that you all contribute to?
I will say this is sort of a new program for us. So we were very excited to kind of collect the money this past season and then launch it out in the local community around Q4. It was really important for us to give back to the community that, we've been integrated into. And Dare Education Foundation was one of them. The Currituck Education Foundation, they have a teacher supply store that gives free school supplies to their teachers. So we donated some money to that. Toys for Tots, the First Flight High School Athletic Club.
Okay, the Nighthawks.
Yes.
That's right.
The Beach Food Pantry.
Oh, always a good one.
Yeah. The North Carolina Coastal Federation.
Love them.
I think that was all of what we did this past quarter. However, we're really excited to do it all over again this upcoming year. And then included with the monetary donation, we're actually launching an employee volunteer program.
Oh,
so we're actually not just donating money to these organizations, but we're going out and volunteering our time. Like the day before Thanksgiving, we were at the Beach Food Pantry. I was down at the North Carolina Coastal Federation Oyster Roast.
The Oyster Roast. Yes.
I saw the sweatshirt over there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then, just any opportunities that might arise, we're definitely going to be involved in. We do get a lot of requests for silent auctions. So we do help those out, when we can. Obviously we can't do everything.
Right. Of course.
Just really ways for us to get out there and remind the community that we are here and we are, ready to support.
You said something that spoke to me just a second ago. It's so easy for people to give money, it seems like. I guess it really depends on, how much money you got to give, but it's harder for people to give time. The fact that y'all are doing both, because that's what you just said. You said, we donate a portion, back to these different, you named them all off, Currituck Education Foundation, Dare Education, and amongst others. But you also said we as employees volunteer at these places. Like you were talking about Beach Food Pantry right there before Thanksgiving, the Oyster Roast for the Coastal Federation. Like you donated your time to show that it's a little deeper connected for you than it just is to stroke a check and say, here you go, have a nice day. I know you wouldn't say it that way, obviously, but that's definitely, that speaks to the heart of a lot of people, that it's just, this is something, this is a community, because that's what the Sanderling Resort is, a community. I've always thought of it that way. It's always been its own community, and it's a community full of giving individuals. And I know it speaks to the heart of a lot of the Outer Banks businesses and things of that nature. But the fact that you are kind of taking it a step further and not just stroking a check and handing it out, but you're also volunteering in that regard. So for people to pour back into you all, come stay with you, to know that their dollar is not only serving them well by staying at a wonderful place, but also serving the community well. That's a double whammy. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to take advantage of something like this.
And I actually appreciate you kind of bringing that up, because I am studying to get my master's degree in sustainable tourism and hospitality management at ECU.
Okay.
And the core foundation of sustainable tourism is balancing profit with people and the environment. So obviously profit would be the money piece, but us volunteering in the time is the people piece. Really just getting out in the local community and supporting the local community in that regard.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So you're definitely going to take this degree that you're getting your master's in at East Carolina University, and you're going to come back here with it, correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I was going to say, don't take this and run off to Myrtle Beach or something. Nothing against people that may be listening from Myrtle Beach. It's not a dig at them. It's just, we need individuals like Mr. Tommy here to pour back into our communities as well. So I know everybody needs it, but you know what? I'm going to be a little stingy here. I'm going to say, Mr. Tommy, after you're done, make sure you come back.
Yep.
All right.
Don't worry, I will. I'm stuck here on purpose, I will say.
I love that. Yep. Stuck here on purpose. It's beautiful. All right. So we've got all these different great things and people. Now, let me ask you this. Before we get into talking about where we can find all these different things people can take advantage of, we've talked about things coming up in the near future. What's coming up, over the year of 2026? Anything you want to share, maybe? Is it a secret? You can tell me. I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
It's just us. Is there things coming up at the Sanderling that we can all enjoy that you would mind sharing with us for 2026?
Yeah, coming up, we're planning on having a large Easter egg hunt on Easter. So we'll have the Easter bunny on property.
Nice.
We'll have the Easter egg hunt for the kids. We're going to be serving a really special Easter brunch from 9 a.m.
Like
to 2.
Pfeffer, maybe?
No. I don't know. I don't know about that. But our executive chef, Sherman Harris, definitely knows how to pull a menu together.
Awesome.
So it will be delicious. Last Easter, we did sell out reservations, so reserve early. And
Easter's early this year, by the way.
Oh, yes, it is. It's coming up. It'll be here very soon. I don't want to tease that we're going to have a petting zoo, but we are working on getting a petting zoo for Easter. So
cool.
Just follow along on social to make sure that we got that locked down. And then upcoming, we're entering our 41st year at the Sanderling. This is our first year where we've been fully renovated, right? So we launched a renovation transformation last summer. This is our first summer where, everything is pretty much set in stone now. We're not waiting on anything from, the manufacturers. Everything is set in place.
Nice.
But we are ready to also celebrate the 250th birthday of America.
Amen.
So we're going to have a special booking offer coming up for that as well. Just follow along on our socials and our website, thesanderling.com, just for any updates. Things do change very quickly, so just follow along for the most recent updates. We also are very big on weddings and events, so if you're looking to have your wedding on the Outer Banks, definitely check us out. Okay, so a lot of wedding coordination that can be done there, all inclusive right there in a lot of ways. Yes. I mean, you got, like I said, beautiful place. There's no denying that. You should, again, be your own. It should be Southern Shores Duck, the Sanderling Corolla, the end. I love it. Let's get our own zip code. Get your own zip code and everything. So yeah, everything coming up. We got some things coming up in the near future. Everything's looking bright for 2026. Run through one more time with me where people can find, if they want to find more information about the Sanderling, where they can find it. Instagram and Facebook, Sanderling Resort. The Sanderling.com will have all of our we'll give you access to all of our information and events, but specifically we have an event calendar under our happenings page, which is going to be the most up-to-date information in terms of what's going on, what's coming up, and then how to get access to those. Excellent. Well, Mr. Tommy, did we leave anything out? I feel like we kind of ran through the gauntlet. If there's anything we left out, let's get it in there. I don't want to make sure we miss anything. Lord knows y'all got so many great things going on up there. Yeah, we do sure have a lot. My head is spinning a little bit, but I think we pretty much covered everything. We're super excited for the upcoming Feather and Form weekend. So definitely check us out. Okay, excellent. Well, Mr. Tommy Hine, marketing manager of the Sanderling Resort up in Duck, I appreciate you giving me some of your time today to come and hang out with me here in downtown Manteo to promote everything that the Sanderling's doing. Again, it needs its own zip code. We're going to try to push the legislation and those in Raleigh to kind of redraw some lines and do some things. So we'll work on that. Right. But I do appreciate you giving me some time on Facebook, Instagram. Just search the Sanderling. Sanderling Resort, yes. Sanderling Resort, and online at thesanderling.com? Yes. Okay, just make sure I got the in there. Yes. Thesanderling.com. All right. Mr. Tommy, thank you so much for today. Yeah, thank you.